Spurs had the best team in the Eastern Conference, all knotted up at 112 with a couple minutes to play, but the Cavaliers just made a few more plays and a few more shots down the stretch. They end up beating the Spurs tonight, 124-116 as we continue Spurs Live. Dan Weiss back with you here courtside at Rocket Arena. Just a gutsy, tremendous performance by the Spurs, shorthanded against the Cavaliers here tonight. Gave them all they could handle and really took them down to the final couple minutes. Thanks in part to the two guys who've been outstanding this month, Steph Vassell and Devin Vassell. They each scored 22 in this one. They made shot after shot in the second half and had the Cavaliers on their heels all the way down to the final closing minutes of this one here tonight. Devin adds 4 assists, 3 rebounds. It's a double-double for Steph Vassell, the second of his career, with 22 points, 11 rebounds, and misses out on a triple-double by just 2 assists tonight as he ends up with 8 assists in this one. I mean, pretty special stuff for Steph Vassell. He becomes just the 4th rookie in Spurs history to have 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in a game. Just some special stuff from Vassell here tonight. As you take a look at the other 3 that he joins, Victor Wembanyama did that 11 times in his career, Tim Duncan 6 times, and David Robinson 3 times. And now Steph is the 4th rookie in Spurs history to do that. He's also the first rookie to hit 1,000 career points this season in the NBA too. So it's been coming up roses for Steph Vassell and for Devin Vassell here in the month of March, and they continued their great play here tonight, even though it ended up in a defeat for the Spurs, but not without a tremendous fight as they fall to the Cavaliers 124-116. It was a team effort all around, including Keldon Johnson, who was big-bodying his way down the paint all night. More Spurs Live, and we continue after this. Spurs Live continues from Cleveland as the Spurs fall to the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 124-116 the final. Dan Weiss back with you courtside here at Rocket Arena. Well, Donovan Mitchell tonight had 25 points and a career high, 14 assists, but the star of this game, particularly in the second half and the fourth quarter, was the former Texas Longhorn, Jarrett Allen. We mentioned at halftime, Allen and Garland each had 2 points in this game. Well, Allen finishes with 29, 27 of those in the second half, 19 in the fourth quarter. And on top of that, he adds 15 rebounds as well for another double-double game. A player in the NBA the last couple of seasons has had more double-doubles than Jarrett Allen, and he continues that tonight where you take a look at his shot chart, all in the paint. As TJ was saying throughout the night, they found success on that high pick and roll with Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, 10 of 11 from the field. He's now shooting 70% for the season, 29 and 15, and the Spurs just didn't have an answer for him in the second half, and again, particularly in the fourth quarter, when he struck out to 19 points in the fourth quarter, finishing with 29 here tonight. Spurs fall 124-116, but again, great push from the guys there in the second half, including Devin Vassell. Little patented mid-range here, 2 of his 22. We wrap up Spurs Live on the other side.
Extremely proud. Thought there was carryover from the shoot-around. Thought there was some really, really good moments of game plan execution. They made some shots. Obviously, they're going to do that. They're a really good team. Jarrett Allen obviously got going a little bit and hurt us. And tip your cap to them. There's a reason their record is what it is, but I thought we did a really good job tonight of showing some fight and some resilience.
Is it just hard going against a center like Allen when you're really, really shorthanded in the middle there?
Yeah, and he's a really good player no matter what the matchups are, right? He does a really good job of starting in his role, and he sets great screens, and he crashes the glass, and he makes his free throws, and he's just a very good all-around mature player. That's a great piece for them. And they do a great job of finding him in his spots and rewarding him with what he does.
Steph is always aggressive, but it seemed like he was more so tonight, kind of in every facet.
Yeah, I mean, I love the rebounding. I always love the aggressiveness. I think for him, just a young player, learning always how to channel that and harness that aggressiveness and that relentlessness. And, sometimes when you get too I'm not sure what the word is, but you get too adamant on trying to get to the rim without mixing it up a little bit. you may not get rewarded as much, even though there's contact when he initiates contact too, and he's really good at it. And I think they're just learning moments for him, but his aggressiveness is always exactly what we want to see from him.
Yeah, a lot of challenges, and we're successful at them. Was it kind of a pull out all the stops for you, or just following the advice you were getting from?
Yeah, we have a process of that, and there was obviously 2 plays early on that we felt like, one was Dev's fourth foul in, was free throws. The other one was points on the board going the other way. So we used them. Wish we had a few more. But yeah, it was just a good job by the guys that are looking into that, and the one gentleman, John Harris, who makes the calls.
Oh, Mitch Johnson giving his flowers to his team tonight, showing character and resilience, and a carryover from this morning at shoot-around. And again, it was a good fight tonight by the Spurs, considering no Victor Wembanyama, no De'Aaron Fox, playing shorthanded against the Cavaliers team that's the best in the Eastern Conference. And unfortunately, they come up short. And unfortunately, the task doesn't get easier as the Spurs do head back home, but staring at quite the back-to-back with the Boston Celtics on Saturday and the Golden State Warriors on Sunday. Celtics come to town 54-19, second in the Eastern Conference. They're riding a 7-game winning streak. We'll see if Jason Tatum is available for the game on Saturday. He's missed the last couple of games due to an ankle injury. We'll see if he gets back in the lineup on Saturday. Celtics won last night in Phoenix. They'll have a couple days off for the game Saturday. We'll have that on FanDuel Sports Network. Myself get started with Spurs Live beginning at 6:30. And Jacob Shaw back with you. 7 o'clock Saturday night. Frost Bank Center, Spurs and the Boston Celtics tonight. Quite the fight from the Spurs. 22 apiece for Devin, Vassell, Steph Castle, 19 off the bench for Keldon Johnson, 17 for Julian Champagnie, 13 for Jeremy Sohan. But the Spurs fall 124-116 the final here tonight. Now for Jacob Toby, TJ Ford, our entire crew, I'm Dan Weiss saying so long. We'll talk to you Saturday from the Frost Bank Center. Have a great night, everybody.